because it was like that name's not on the appropriate name list. And it is on the inappropriate name list. So then you just put a W at the end. So it's Tim Grow, you know, like how things grow. Yeah. So like the game is not meant for that name to be like there. So like it'll text, like he'll get text before games from like coaches or something, and then it'll be like coach would be like Negro, we're gonna need you to do well to get this game. And like he's on the Bengals and he keeps throwing, like he doesn't play like he know, like he's good at Madden, so he knows how to play it, but he don't play like he knows how to play it. So he won't, and his character's really bad too. So he'll just like, he only throws at the same like two people. If he just feels like throwing it up, he throws at the same one person. And he threw it to this dude named AJ Green that's on the Bengals. He's one of like the better receivers in the league. And the dude is like he's a fast receiver, but every time he be trying to throw it to him, since this guy is very inaccurate, he don't play like 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 he's a fast receiver because he can't like lead the ball to like that far and it'd be like on point. So he'll just throw it up and then like they keep like, you know, catch it and then they'll just instantly fumble it. So then he's like, this man was like, yeah, I'm gonna ask for a trade the minute this game is over, which you can't even do in the game. But he was gonna like, yeah, he's like, coach, you know, take me out. I'm asking for a trade, and he like sitting like a whole possession, and coach taking him out, and then he was like, okay, coach convinced me to come back, so I'm gonna do it. And he was like, cause it's only cause I love the game though, and nothing to do with y'all. And his defense is really bad, and like he just played the Steelers, and they was like 41-14 in the third quarter. It was horrible. And then he was like, his coach was like, "Hey, you're doing great, but like we're gonna need better out of you." And then it gives you options, and it was one of them was like blame teammates. He was like, "Oh, yeah, that's easy." And then he clicked on that, and it was like blame defense. And then he did all that, and then in this game, they like the defense isn't acting like they got improved, or that the coach talked to him. So now he just keeps saying, like, he's asking for a trade. And since what's his face? And since AJ Green got hurt, then he runs slower now. So he tried to throw it up, and he was like, why aren't you going fast? And started screaming it. It's funny. There's something that I know you would like, just out of pure just comedy. It's not even that the game matters. It's just pure comedy that makes it funny. Like there's one, like he has a little brother named Trent. He beats him up all the time. There was one when Trent was younger where he made Trent cry. And they playing Call of Duty because he was talking smack. Oh, I meant to ask you, can I get a subbed anime of these, or do I have to watch the dub?
That website has subbed. It's all subbed basically.
Okay.
I gave you.
I'm just asking because
yeah.
I don't really like dub. They don't be acting right. I want to feel the emotion.
Yeah, I say subbed is master race since that's what it was made from, but a lot of people don't like my outlook on that. They're like,
No, sub is definitely better. I've always thought that. Now don't get me wrong, when I was young, sub hater, but that was also because, you know, I only grew up on Americanized television. I only grew up on that Americanized television, so I only got to see all the Americanized things that came from Dragon Ball Z was American, straight English.
There's only 3
when
anime
you're
I can
younger,
watch
you feel emotion.
dubbed. And it's Dragon
I also
Ball.
don't know why
yeah.
it's called dubbed. Why isn't it called translated?
Because
That makes more
are.
sense.
Subs are translations.
Yeah, but they're not like voice translated. I want to dunk on him so bad.
Then do it.
I couldn't, because I couldn't get the animation. He's so small, like I feel like I should be able to do it. Play better defense. If ain't nobody guarding me, it's going down. Also, I realized with a lot of sports games, majority of them are not built to last longer than a year.
Of course
When
not.
it comes to like dialogue. Like the amount of dialogue they put in the game legitimately only lasts one in-game year.
This team's getting annihilated right now.
Your team is?
No, the opposing team. It was at a minute. It was at a minute and 20 in, and we already have 5 points.
Gosh. How many do you have?
Only 2.
Also, Trey, I don't appreciate being uploaded on YouTube with my 12 damage, and I couldn't explain myself. I like he didn't show one where I got like the 300, the 500, or even the 900 one. I got the one that had the minimal amount of damage I've ever had in a Fortnite. There's literally the least amount of damage other than 0 that I've ever given in a Fortnite game, and I don't appreciate it.
Wait, Fortnite? What do you mean Fortnite?
I mean Apex.
Oh, I was about to say, I haven't uploaded a Fortnite game in forever.
That's what I meant. I don't know why I started saying Fortnite. This man's wide open in the paint. That's so sad. Sabinya, salam, Sabinya, Umbawe, Umbawe.
Kumbawe?
Umbawe, Umbawe.
Umbawe, 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 Umbawe.
The more and more I think about the movie, the angrier I get because I know that movie's stolen. and the person who made it is dead, and they can't defend themselves. And the company that owns it is too small to sue Disney. Do you know about that, Trey?
Yeah. I watched the daily fixes with you.
That's true. But I thought about it before then. But then I watched it, and then that Scar scene came up, and I was like, rip that, one of the most iconic scenes straight out of a Japanese anime. There's nothing wrong with it, you know?
Just credit your work, man.
That's what I'm saying, like, nobody was gonna look down at you, was like, oh, you stole it from the Japanese? Bro, all y'all were watching that anime junk. Don't act like y'all weren't.
Oh, I messed up.
You know what, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start working at Disney. I'm gonna work my way up, and then I'm gonna make a Dragon Ball Z ripoff.
Don't. Dragon Ball's actually a pretty big thing. You can't do it.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
that's
but
less known.
who owns Dragon Ball Z?
The author, he's pretty big. I'm telling you, don't do it.
I need something. Actually, no. Give me an anime
That's obscure.
that's not owned by someone
Yeah,
very
I can give
popular.
you those.
No, give me a semi-popular one. You know, I'm gonna make a Dragon Ball Z remake. And then I'm gonna, instead of making it Goku, I'm making his name Doku. Just like they did. I have to have his parents dying. Let's see, then, actually, you know what? I'll just make a whole Avatar remake. Nobody can sue me then. I'll make an Avatar remake. And I'm gonna call it a live action Avatar remake. Because, you know, everyone's gonna be like, a live action. Actually, technically, that'd be a live action animation because it's animated. Look, so I'm gonna do it right. Let me do it. I promise you. I'm gonna do everything that film, that trash film we call.
It needs a remake besides
No,
that. He needs to be
we're
far
not doing.
away.
I'm not until I see a trailer. Not even a trailer, because that trailer that M. Night Shyamalan gave me seemed good to. Till I see a single episode of this Netflix remake, I'm not trusting it. Because Netflix has a history of messing up animes.
That's not true. They made a few good ones.
That were live action ones. Okay. Is there any live action good ones?
I'm thinking.
Because this one with Aang is live action, so that's what I'm asking.
I can't think of any live action ones, but they've.
Because there aren't any. There aren't any. Death Note was horrible.
Oh yeah.
Probably one. I don't even know that's not even on there, but it probably would have been horrible too. Full Metal Alchemist. I think Netflix made one. I heard it wasn't that great. It just doesn't, like, I just don't trust them. Until they give me quality that I can believe in, they're not gonna sway me. Yep. First off, I'm not hiring no martial artists to sit here and play Aang. I don't care what he looked like. I don't care if he looked like him and knows martial arts. He's exactly what M. Night Shyamalan. That man could not act at all. He did horrible. The plot didn't make any sense. You have to, if you're gonna do a movie like that, you have to have that movie has to be set up for 4 movies or 3 movies. Actually, 4, because they did Nickelodeon and they dumb selves was like, hey, let's not make a season 4
Notice,
because the movie's coming out.
well, yeah, but they were gonna answer all the questions in season 4. But besides that,
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been that. It was supposed to be 4 seasons anyway.
if you
Why
read the
in the world
manga,
would you release a
oh,
movie?
do you want to know what happened to Izuku's mom? I can give you the manga.
I know I don't want to know because I'm gonna be mad because I'd be like, bro, that would have been perfect. Either I'm gonna be like, I'm glad they didn't. No, actually, because I know it would have been good. So I already know that I'm gonna be mad that they didn't put that
No, it's
in
the manga. It's the source script. Do you want to?
I know, but they were copying from the source script and they did it beautifully. And I'll be mad I never got to see it on a live action. You know what the coolest scene in that's probably one of the coolest scenes in the anime I've seen was this man Aang getting consumed by fire. And in his eyes, he closes his eyes, takes one deep breath. No, not even, no, let me start the scene from the beginning, because now the whole thing is popping up. He's fighting the Fire Lord on top of a mountain. This man is throwing whole boulders at him. Aang is just straight kicking them junks. This man's like, oops, psych electricity. Aang's like, psych, I can block that. I don't know how to wield it, but I can block that.
He's like,
okay.
I don't want to kill him, and then he redirects it.
Yeah, I don't want to kill him. And then he sits here and starts like hand-to-hand combat, beautiful hand-to-hand combat, because they hired the correct martial artists to learn how to do the moves correctly and draw them beautifully. So they're doing a hand-to-hand combat scene. It looks amazing and great. This man Aang hits him with a quick knee kick. He gets on his knees. He puts his head back. Puts his finger on dead center of his chest and one on his head. Takes a deep breath, removes the one from his head, and then as the fire consumes him and he soaks the evil of the Fire Lord, his eyes turn bright blue. And it consumes the whole screen, and for a split second you get a wide shot of a scene that is so majestic and beautiful with the Fire Nation, well not the Fire Nation, but the Fire Lord and all his evil being slowly split on the screen by an Aang that is turned basically the equivalent of Super Saiyan. It's great. You know what? Is this joint good? This joint gonna be on Hulu. Hulu began having all the old cartoons. I'm gonna watch all these.
It's not on Hulu though. Even though Hulu does have all the old ones, they don't have anything
all
over
the
on
old
Nickelodeon.
ones. They have.
They don't
Yeah,
have.
they did. They put Hey Arnold on there the other day.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm hoping they just spammed it and was like,
No,
it just got
it's
swept
too
under the
new.
rug.
It's too new. That's why.
I don't care. I promise you, if I type in the. I typed in
Avatar.
Avatar, The Last Airbender, and the first thing that popped up was the movie, The Last Airbender fantasy movie. Can I demote this? Can I give a bad rating? You know you're a bad movie when your comparisons, when I say you may also like, it's Transformers The Last Night, King Kong, and actually it was the good King Kong, so I'm not even going to strip that away from them. But you know it's bad when your other two are Along with the Gods The Last 49 Days, which has, it's an Asian doc.